Hey guys, I'm CJ,
I'm Noah.
and this is TV Pop Culture for the week of March the 10th, 2013. Alrighty, so unfortunately we have no emails this week. However, we do have a lot of news, starting off with Assassin's Creed 4.
Didn't we just have 3?
Well, it's... Just roll with it. Anyways,
Call of Duty syndrome.
so the good news is that Assassin's Creed 4 has been announced to appear exclusively on next-gen consoles. So chances are it won't come out until the new Xbox is out, so we have probably about a year or so until that happens. It will have...
the Wii U, right?
I'm sorry?
Next gen includes Wii U, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
It will have pirates, and it will be taking place in the Caribbean in the year 1713. The grandfather of Connor will be the main character, and you'll be able to explore the open ocean floor, along with including historical characters such as Blackbeard, Charles Vane, and Calico Jack, and many more. So I'm kind of wondering what's going on with this. All we know is that Ubisoft has said that it will be more accurate than the Pirates of the Caribbean.
But that's not exactly hard.
Yeah, well...
I mean, they're good movies, aside from the fourth one, but still.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I can understand that. And also in video game news, Steambox has been announced to be coming out within the next 3 or 4 months. And Don Matrick, president of the Microsoft Interactive Entertainment business, had this to say: "The scale of products and things that are being brought to market are probably a little better, richer, when I look at Sony, Nintendo, Apple, and Google." So that's kind of a burn.
Hey, Don Matrick, I want physical media. Screw your digital revolution.
As much as we want to stop this, unfortunately we can't. I don't know if you heard about this, but the Canadian government has actually been talking about closing down the Mint and making all money digital.
Here's an idea. Let's kill Stephen Harper.
We do not condone violence here at TV Pop Culture, Noah. And the views of that are that of the individual who spoke them, not of TV Pop Culture. All rights reserved.
I swear to God, he's been sent from the future by Skynet.
Okay, so now here's a question. If I walk up to Mr. Harper and reveal to him that my name's John Connor, will he rip off his face and reveal to the world that he's a Terminator?
Probably, but make sure to film it.
Alrighty,
Do it during Canada Day.
You had some stuff on Christopher Nolan.
Yes, well, I know you don't like his Batman movies that much.
Right.
But I did.
Should I be concerned?
Yeah, you probably should be, considering what I'm going to be talking about. Okay, let me just preface this by saying this is a stupid idea in all senses of the word. Christopher Nolan is apparently rumored to produce the Justice League movie, and it's also been rumored that Christian Bale may return as Batman in the Justice League movie. Here, last May, Bale told Empire magazine that if Mr. Nolan came to him with a good story, he'd be willing to play Batman again.
I just want to... I'm sorry, I have to stop you right there.
Go ahead.
My hands are clean of this. Why? I mean, the Nolan movies, okay, as much as I don't like them, they were good.
Yeah.
They were not good comic book movies. I mean, really, they were all just a couple of pointy ears and a few character names away from being something completely unrecognizable. And now you're going to have him be put in charge of comic book movies, which he has gone on record before saying that he dislikes comic books. That would be like Canada re-electing... Okay, no, wait, we did that. Never mind.
It'd be like America re-electing Bush. Oh, wait, they did that twice.
Well, my faith in humanity has now been completely lost. Thank you for that, Noah.
It's going to be okay. We can only hope that perhaps Joss Whedon will patch up things with DC after what happened with the Wonder Woman movie that was supposed to come out.
Yeah. However, there is some uplifting news. The X-Men films have announced the returning actors and actresses who will be redeeming their roles. These actors and actresses are Halle Berry, Ian McKellen, Patrick Stewart, Ellen Page, and I'm not sure how to pronounce this.
Paquin.
Paquin, thank you. Sean Ashmore and Hugh Jackman. So I'm relieved to hear that.
Oh.
Because before there was all these rumors about
And being recast.
Ian and Patrick not returning.
Oh, by the way, in case any of you were wondering why I was doing this when the cast names were being read off, it's because my heart is about to weep out of my chest because I'm going to get a good X-Men movie.
Yes.
That'll make up for Wolverine's solo outing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What the fuck was Will.I.Am in that movie?
Anyways, you had some news from MTV Geek.
Yeah, I don't know why a music channel needs to set up a section about geek stuff. Oh wait, they don't even play music anymore!
Well, the keyword in that is music channel. Music.
Really?
Anyways.
I thought it was just crappy reality shows about guys who are addicted to porn and the occasional episode of Beavis and Butthead. Anyway, last year, Valiant Comics approached acclaimed writer J. Michael Straczynski, whose work includes runs on Spider-Man, the Real Ghostbusters cartoon, Babylon 5, etc., etc.
Okay.
And they approached him to write the movie adaptation of Shadowman, and JMS jumped at the opportunity because he was told, 1, I like jazz, 2, I like the supernatural, and there's a really cool mix between the two, not just in terms of the usual New Orleans, voodoo environment, but what is music, but rather just incantations.
Okay.
Set to bad dubstep beats sometimes.
I'm very glad, but also
cautious.
I wouldn't say cautious, but questioning about this because first off, now I'm glad to see that Shadowman's getting a movie because I really like the Shadowman series. I have gone back and read some of the older issues, and they have been very entertaining. The new series that I'm not sure what exactly they mean by that. Like, do they mean the new series? Do they mean the traditional 90s series? Like, it's kind of hazy at this point. I'm hoping they go with the 90s series because that's already been set and delivered. But I can also understand them going with the new Shadowman series because that's the one everyone's reading now. It's still making new issues.
Right. Well, they could do a mixture between the two a little bit.
Okay, I could see that. Kind of like what the old school Batman films did, kind of mixing both TV creative aspects and the comic book creative aspects.
Right, you mean the Burton Batman movies?
Yes.
Okay, the good ones.
Yeah. Well, there's also the Adam West show, too. That was good.
That was good.
I mean, without that, we wouldn't have Batgirl.
Yeah.
So...
Or, Mr. Freeze.
Yes, or Mr. Freeze.
Arnold Schwarzenegger not withstanding.
Let's not talk about that. Anyways,
you said it was okay. Aside from
it was okay. Okay is the key word.
Okay, in the sense that you can watch it and just laugh at how big of a schlock piece it is.
Schlock has never been bad.
I know. I'm not saying that.
Anywho, with your bit on the Shadowman movie that is in the works being said, I have some news for Valiant Comics.
Okay.
Okay, so for any of the fans in the early 90s, you'll likely remember the recognized series, the H.A.R.D Corps. Well, it turns out that the H.A.R.D Corps, will be returning after 20 long years in the Harbinger Wars in issue 3, shown by the ifanboy.com website. The image, of course, will be available for you guys to look at, and the full article will be down in the description box below. I am excited to see these guys come back. I've always liked their uniforms. They've always seemed very, very interesting, and I think part of that is because, whereas to most of the Valiant universe, I don't know a lot about these characters. Because in the early 90s, like, I was at the most 5 years old. So It was
In the
a
early 90s,
bit.
I wasn't even born yet.
Yeah.
I wasn't born until '94, folks.
But I'm very excited to hear about this.
I don't know. If you're born in '94, are you still technically a '90s kid?
Um,
Or a 90s?
Technically yes,
Okay.
because you would have still been around to remember a fair bit of the '90s.
I remember Pokemon a lot from the '90s.
Yeah, Pokemon was good.
Yeah. Remember when we only had
How
100
how they butchered you.
Remember when we only had 115? That was enough.
Yeah. Well, then again, speaking of someone who has babysat kids who are in between the ages of 5 and 10, it takes a lot to keep a kid entertained.
Yeah. That's probably why there's so many cartoon channels on this.
Oh, yes. Well, there's also the fact that it makes money.
Yeah.
And it's more than just kids that watch cartoons now, myself included.
Yeah. And, yeah, Hasbro's still probably going to drain more of my wallet for Transformers and Beyblades in the future.
But
Spider-Man.
keeping with the topic of comic books, now, a few weeks ago, Damian Wayne got killed off in Batman Incorporated issue 8. I'm not that upset about it. The character was. I'm not going to go off and say, oh, the character sucks, but he's not. I don't know. I understand why the fans are reacting this way because when I was a kid, I reacted this way when Jason Todd was killed off. But he's going to come back. They're going to find some way to bring him back, either through some alternate universe timeline, or people are going to be like, well, it was just a dream, or something. They're going to find a way to bring him back.
Or they're just going to have another crisis.
Yeah, or another. I'm predicting at the very most 1 or 2 more years until there's another crisis event.
And then we have another fucking relaunch.
Yeah.
Damn it, DC, stick with something.
You know what DC's become? And I apologize if anyone who has Tourette's is watching this. I'm not making fun of you. But they've become the kid. They've become the Tourette's kid in the class. Where it's just like, more money, more money! Batman, Superman, cancel it all! So...
Yeah. The funny thing is, though, not even a kid with Tourette's would do something that stupid.
Yeah, something that random.
Yeah, I shouldn't say stupid.
And celebrate. But anyways, in celebration
I apologize if I offended anyone.
I guess Damian's death. The DC publishers have announced a wide sweeping cover art dedicated to the reaction to Damian's death, which will be taking place all this month and does not make any sense. With that being said, what I'm saying is, okay, in issue 17, Jason Todd gets gassed, but he was hanging out with Damian when that happened. So... what? So now all of a sudden Damian's not going to... Sure. Okay. That works. However, I could be wrong and they could just fast forward it by a few months. Yeah, just where's the restart button? So, yeah.
Start a new game.
Yeah, exactly. This is one of the things that really peeved me. Okay, so this is an image of the cover before all these other ones were announced. This is an image of it after. If you look at the before image, all the characters at the bottom, like Arsenal and Starfire and Batman, all laying down on the floor dead, are not on the other cover. So I think this is clear evidence that DC is now pulling stuff out of their ass. Just like, okay, we'll do this.
Hasn't the entertainment industry at large been doing that forever?
Yeah, but I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm a comic book fan, but I was hoping that comic books in general would try and stay away from that. Or I guess I was asking for too much.
Maybe it's just because, we're turning into jaded old bastards even though we're not even in our 30s yet.
Yeah. You damn kids, we didn't have digital download.
Yeah, damn kids. Get off my planet, you don't know what a fucking Charizard is.
Get off my lawn! Anyways.
You and your fucking shitty Transformer movies.
Anyways, I am CJ.
I'm Noah, and I'm coming for you, Stephen Harper.
And this has been TV Pop Culture for the week of March the 10th, 2013. See you guys later.